everyone, it's Michelle from A Noble Touch, and today we are going to attempt to do the eagle wreath that is so popular right now. So I'm going to do mine a little different from what you might have been seeing online. What we're going to need is some Gorilla glue sticks. This is a 16-inch foam wreath frame. You can buy these at Walmart. I will also have links for these in the description section under the video, so just check all that out for the supplies. This is a 3-inch foam ball cut in half, so you're going to need that. We're going to need some sculpting clay. This is air dry. I couldn't find the one that you bake, but you can use either the air dry or the oven baked clay. You're going to need some tin foil as well. That's going to be for the beak. I have some floral pins. I have some burlap, which I'm going to wrap around the base just so the glue is better, holds better. And then, of course, you're going to need wood biscuits. Now, these are 3 sizes I have. I have 0, 10, and 20. And, of course, you know, the sizes, the 20 are bigger than the 10 are a little bit smaller. And then, of course, you have the 0s. So you see the difference. I thought it'd be pretty to get the different sizes, you know, size feathers on here. And then some stars. These were just some wood stars I found in a bag of just wood pieces. I got it at Walmart. It was like $6.47 for the whole thing. And I figured I can use this for crafts for my kids, so. But I'm sure you can find stars somewhere else. Also, I'm using brown spray paint. Your red, blue, and white. So I'm going to do the red and white theme. I'm going to do this different because I'm going to take the brown. I'm actually making the eagle where it's holding the flag basically, or the wings around, kind of encompassing the flag. So it's going to be a little bit different from just the normal red, white, and blue. I'm hoping this turns out great. So anyway, we have a woman in our Wreath Creators and More group named Rhonda Kemmel, and she did her own version and showed step-by-step pictures. She used a smaller foam, I think like a foam ring like this. So this is going to be quite bigger. And then she had attached a metal frame to it and wrapped it in tulle. But like I said, I'm going with a bigger one just to see how this is going to look. I am not sure how many wood biscuits I'm going to use, so I will let you know for sure at the end. I have several packages over here of them. You can find this at your local hardware store or online. I know it's probably cheaper to buy from Amazon, the big 1,000 biscuits. That'd be perfect. So, and I think that was only like $14.99, which is way cheaper than what I just spent. So, anyway, and again, I'll post those in the description portion underneath the video. So we're going to get started, and this is going to be a step-by-step because there's going to be a lot of, you know, painting and drying and molding and drying and all that good stuff. But so we're going to get started. Okay, so for the beak, this is step 1. So for the beak, we're going to take some tin foil and we're going to kind of want to shape it like an eagle's beak. So this is going to want to be a little bit more pointy. So something like this. And I think this is going to come off. I'm just trying to see how big this is going to be. I think that should be okay. About that size. Does that look halfway decent? Okay, so we sculpted the beak out of some foil, and then now I'm taking the molding clay, and then I have my rolling pin, and I'm just going to roll it out. And then take it around the tin foil. Actually, I'm trying to think if I want to put it so the seam's towards the back. Do like the nostril. So when you paint it, and then I believe you're going to do like a probably need something a little bit thinner. Trying to see what I have over here to use. Just to make the mouth. So you have something like that for your eagle beak. Now I did one last night that's almost dry, not completely dry, so I've got to let it dry a little bit more like this. And we will see how that's going to turn out once it's all painted. So that is step one. Let this dry, or go ahead and bake it then. Okay, so we're back. The nose is dried. I added up a little bit more up in here just to make it a little bit wider and thicker. And to help smooth it out, just add a little bit of water to your finger and just rub it on to help smooth it out some. Now, I'm hoping this stays on well and this works good. If not, I have a backup plan. It's not going to look as awesome as this, but you know, for sake of video, if for some reason this does not stay like I want it to, then I'm just going to use something else. What I have, I just looked over and I have one of these little Christmas trees, and I could just bend it and then put it in the foam. So, you know, that's another option for a beak if need be. So I just looked over and seen I had one of those. I'm like, oh, that might work for people who don't want to play with the clay. So, okay, so I'm just going to use, there's a sunbeam and golden sunset for my Probably just going to mix the two colors and see. Or actually that Golden Sunset might be really pretty. We can just try that one here. And just paint your nose or your beak. I actually made that nose and then we went camping for the weekend. So, but we didn't camp far from home, so I kept coming back to let the animals out, and I would keep checking it. And then also I spray painted the wood biscuits, so I would come home and flip them all over and spray paint. I spray painted both sides, because just in case they're raised, you don't want to, you're not going to want to see the brown on the other side. And let me tell you, spray painting the little zeros, that was a little bit of a nightmare. They kept flipping because they're so light. They kept flipping over as I was spraying. And like I said, I hope this attaches well. My dogs bark, don't mind them. They're above me. I'm down in my basement. Yeah, I'm thinking that color works pretty good. Yeah, because if this nose breaks on me, I'm just going to cry. So what I think I'm going to do is do the head last, and I'll do the base first. Because then that way I can let this dry. You see, and I have a little bit of brown. When I say a little bit, I don't think I need a lot. This is chocolate bar. This is just to kind of outline the nostril here. I just kind of want to blend it in with the yellow. And like, I am not a painter by any means. I wonder if I should do this. Just kind of, just to define the thing a little bit, the little mouth there. And then we're going to let this dry, and then we'll hit it with the sealer when we're all said and done. So we'll be back. I'm going to go wash my hands, and then we're going to start attaching the wood biscuits to the frame. Step 2, you're going to take your burlap, and you know, if you have brown or white or blue or red, whatever you want to use. I have black, so I'm just using what I have on hand. Go ahead and just put a pin in it. And then just wrap this around your base. Here you have this like that. Now for the foam ball, I think I'm gonna kind of, this probably could bother your ears, just kind of cut that maybe a little flat there on that side. Just trying to think, so when the eagle nose goes on, it'll go on like this. Sorry, it's probably out of the frame there. So when the eagle nose goes on, which we'll glue this, it'll go. Okay, so we're back with the frame, and what we're going to do is start out with just gluing the biscuits. And I'm going to start here first and work my way around this way. So all we're going to do is just start gluing the biscuits. Now, if you don't feel comfortable, this one I can put all the glue on, with just gluing, what you can do is take a small drill bit and drill a hole at the end of each of the biscuits. I did a few. I don't know if you can see that. And then you can take a, you can even take a pin or a floral pin, push them through, and then push it into, you know, the base to secure it better. I really didn't want to do all these right now just for sake of time with the video, but that's an option you can do to help secure it better, where it's just not, you're not just using the glue. You can actually drill a pinhole on one side and then, you know, use one of those floral pins to you know, hold it, secure it a little bit better. And what's nice about the burlap is that the glue will adhere better to this burlap. Now these biscuits I'm using, I did 25 in the red. These are the size 20 biscuits. I did 25 red, 25 of the white 20, and I did 50 of the blue. However, I don't know if I'm going to need all of those or not. And then you're going to overlap, kind of like that. But also, we're going to go down around the inside and the outside as well. But what I think I might do is just do a few here first. So then you're just going to hit the end here. just going to hold this down. So what I'm going to do is basically 6 of the red, and then 6 of the white, 6 of the red, white, and then the rest, the blue. Meaning 6 on top, like 2 rows of 3, I guess I should say. And so what I'm doing is that I want these biscuits overlapping. So that's why I'm starting here and then working my way backwards so they overlap each other. Yeah, I guess we could put the glue right under here too, just a little bit, just to help secure it to that wood in front of it. And then we can go ahead and come in the inside. Oh, I have a little something joining me there. And I think the longest thing is just, you know, holding these biscuits so that they're secured, that the glue adheres nice. And then we're going to come up here with the white. And then so we're going to do the red, white, and then blue. So we'll be back after we're done gluing this on, and then we'll go to the wings. Okay, so right now I'm just going along the top. I'll fill in the center, or the center and the outer edge after I show you what I'm doing with the eagle itself. In the center, I found that these smaller biscuits fit better for going around the center. So I've got to paint a couple of the extra ones red and stuff like that. So that's why I'm going to do the top first. But we're going to go ahead and attempt the eye, or the head, I should say. And the rest will be the wings. So I'm thinking the head's going to go here because it's going to hang like this. I want the eagle more down here and the flag up here. And I think what this is going to go is about right here. Now my nose, I haven't hit it with the sealer yet, but it's dry right there, you know. It's dry enough I can work with it. So I think I'm going to turn this on a little bit of an angle like this. And I'm hoping, I'm praying this works. And just, oh, I got to push my glue stick down. And of course my glue stick's not working. It's stuck. Oh, for Pete's sake. Gotta love the joys of stuff you need for crafting. Now I have a big wad of glue. I'm just putting this here. I don't know. And I'm going to put it on a slight slant. I want it up a little bit more, I think. And that glue softened that a little bit, so hopefully that will adhere good there to the foam. Right now I got glue on my fingers. And then what I think I'm going to do is attach this first and then paint the eye. So I think that looks, I want it there. I'll do my eagle head here. So I'm going to use my floral pins and push into the foam and into the base, as well as glue. About that far is going to be hanging off. Yeah, the other day when I was switching out my glue sticks for the longer glue sticks for this project, I pulled the I pulled the seal out, the plastic little seal there, the rubber little thing that goes down there. And I'm just pushing this in just to give it, you know, some more stability so the head doesn't come off. I'm just going to put 3 in just to be safe. Okay, now we're going to paint an eye. And like I said, I'm no artist, so oh, what I'm going to do first though is, I don't know what I just did with my paintbrush that I had. But I'm going to go ahead and just take a little bit. I want to see where my eye is going to be. And this is, you can just use white or whatever color. And I'm just going to paint. I think the eye's going to go about here. So I just want to paint the foam so it's just, the eye's not on the, just the plain foam. So I'm just painting this section here. And like I said, I hope to God I can paint this eye. So we'll just let that dry here. Like I said, I think I'm going to put the eye about right here. And then once we paint the eye, then we can go ahead and place the biscuits on there. But while that's drying, we will go to this section here. Now, what I'm going to do is take these smaller white biscuits that I have painted, and these are going to be like the tips of the wings. I wonder if that's distracted there. So this way I'm going to go opposite the, you know, this because it's going to come from the eagle. And then we're going to come with the brown. Which, like I said, the brown are number 10s, so they're a little bit smaller than the 20s. And I might even just, with the browns, start to kind of curve it down so it almost looks like, you know, like the feathers are cupping. And like I said, I'm just doing this for just the top portion right now, and then I'll go through and fill in the inside and the outside when it's all said and done. But I wanted to show you quick, ow, burnt myself, just what I'm going to do here. And then so again, like on this side, so now we're flowing with this, and this is where the top portion goes opposite of the feathers. So this one we're going to go right over like this, you know, and just do the same. And then we'll do the 2 rows of the white, and then we'll start with the brown and go around. And we're going to stop up in here and then come back to the head. And we'll be back. Okay, so I at least did the upper portion. I did do the inside from this direction. I still have to finish the inside and the outside of the whole wreath. But we're to the head. I spared you the my painting of the eye. So just look up an eagle eye online. I did it kind of a slant like that. And for the back here, it's a little bit longer. I went ahead, like I said, I had pre-drilled some of these with holes in them. So, and this, you know, to hang down over your side here, I just gonna kind of do that for you know, the ones here around the base that are hanging. Like that. And then, you know, you can glue, of course, on the frame as well. Now I think what we're going to do for the head here is I want one, of course, just covering the edge of the beak here. And I'm going to line the first one up with the eye because I want it to come like that on the eye. So I think what I'm going to do is just hit this with some glue here on the end tip. And I wish there was something other than glue to do this right here. And just hold it. And then the next one's going to go underneath like that. See? Oops. So I want to slide it in. So I want to put the glue about this far up. Like that. And then as far as the eye is concerned, I'm just trying to see, I guess we could leave it open like that. You just see a little bit of the styrofoam, but that should be fine. And then basically we're going to work our way back, and once we're finished, and like I said, I'll go through and finish the inside and the outside, and then take a picture when it's all said and done. But you got the gist of it, I think, and you should be able to make a beautiful eagle. I'm hoping this turns out great. You know, the first time's always questionable, and so I'm excited to see it though all done. But also, if you like this, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just click that subscribe button. And then, like I said, I will have everything in the description at the end or underneath the video. And I'll, you know, also post on here how many of each I used of the biscuits and the sizes. But also make sure you follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I haven't posted a lot in the last few months. I've just been busy at home with my children, and so now I am back to creating this eagle wreath game. And like I said, this Rhonda that's in our group, Wreath Creators and More, she tried her hand at it, and I think she was a little overwhelmed with all the the response she got, and she asked either for Julie or I to do a video on this. I'm like, well, I was going to do one anyway, so I got to talk to her, and she had some great ideas. So, but if you want, join our group, Wreath Creators and More. I own that group with Julie Oxidine from Julie's Wreath Boutique. So we have a lot of fun in there, and the talent in there is just amazing. We have such wonderful members, and they just make awesome, awesome things. Just beautiful, beautiful creations. So, and don't get that confused. Julie and I also have a Creators Crafting. It was a class we did last year, and it's an 8-week course, and we charge for that one. So if you get to the group where you see Julie and I are in it, and it's charging you, that's not Wreath Creators and More. That's a different Creators Crafting class that we did. We show 8 different things to make in there. It was pretty fun. I had a good time doing that. So, but I'm just going to finish this up and take a picture of it for you guys, and I got to figure out what kind of hanger I'm going to put on the back of this, but I'll let you know at the end when it's all said and done. But thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and make something beautiful out of it. Thank you.